We are ready for another full review. Good morning, YouTube. What's up, everybody? I hope you're safe and healthy and happy and doing okay. You heard me right. I've been up in the mileage lately, starting to get back into the swing of things, back into the groove, which means I'm able to put more miles on shoes and get them to full review faster. So today we're going to be talking about the Asics Gel Nimbus 25. Since I acquired this shoe a couple months ago, I have been wanting to take it out as much as I possibly can. And we'll get to why that is in a moment. But before we do, I want to please ask you for a favor. If you could follow me on my Instagram at RunLikeHeller. I post more shoe content. I post shoe reels. All things shoes. If you like shoes, then you're gonna wanna follow me there too. I'm trying to get to 10K, got like 8,500 or so right now. So any help I can get is much appreciated. Go follow me, please. So today we're gonna talk about everything that worked for me in the Gel Nimbus 25, things that didn't work for me in the Gel Nimbus 25, and then we're gonna rate this shoe out of 5 stars. But before we do that, of course, we have a little run footage for you guys. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And one last thing before we get started today, I do want to let you know that this shoe was sent to me by Running Warehouse and Asics. However, they're not going to see this before you. They can't tell me what to say, and all of my opinions are completely and always my own. Also, if you want a more detailed overview of what the upper, midsole, outsole are made of and the specs of the shoe, you're going to want to take a look at my first run impressions video on the Nimbus 25. I'll link it right here so you can check that out as well. Asics is using a mesh here that's almost kind of like a knit. It's very stretchy. I was worried that this upper was going to stretch out a little bit over time because it is so stretchy feeling, which is great because it's accommodating, but sometimes those tend to get a little bit sloppy. It has not gotten sloppy, hasn't loosened up at all over time, which is great to know. I feel like every time I lace this shoe up, I'm able to get a decent lockdown through the midfoot between the laces and this nice and stretchy and gusseted tongue. And another thing that kind of caused me concern when I first got this shoe is this ankle collar. I do not like these thin ankle collars that have the padding inside of the shoe, which clearly we have here. But this material around the ankle is actually very soft and it hasn't rubbed up at all. As far as durability goes, the upper of the Nimbus 25 has held up exceptionally well. No fraying or issues really here, just a little bit dirty. And I don't really know if this is like a midsole thing or an upper thing. It's kind of all encompassing. But this is a big shoe. It feels kind of big. It looks big. It doesn't always feel particularly nimble. But that's really not a deal breaker. It is something that I did want to point out. But otherwise, I think this upper has held up really, really well. I quite like this material. I'm interested to see how it does in the summer in some hotter climate, but so far so good. Now let's talk about the star of the show, the midsole. You got a big old hunk here of Flight Foam Blast Plus Eco. And not only that, but you got some gel in the heel as well, embedded into that big old gob of foam. This shoe came to me when I was really not doing a ton of like workouts and just running for fun and running just to run. And with that came a lot of very easy runs. And that is exactly what this shoe excels at to me. It's great for those long, easy runs where you're not trying to set some kind of pace goal, and maybe you want to give your legs a little bit of a break that day. The second you put your foot into this shoe, you will feel that it sinks down nicely into that midsole, and your foot is just enveloped in all of this cushy goodness. And running in it feels the exact same way. If you are listening to me talk about this and you're worried that this shoe is gonna be sloppy and make you feel slower, like you're kind of fighting that cushion a little bit, for some reason, this shoe still has a very good toe off. You do sink into that cushioning, but there's a roll forward sensation and a little bit of snap up here in the forefoot that does help you get up into your next stride. In some of my runs, I did pick up the pace a little bit in this shoe just to see what it would be like. And it's not my first choice. You're welcome to give it a shot as well if you own this shoe. I'm gonna stick with the easier, longer runs with this thing, but it is probably, other than the New Balance More V4, it's like a front runner in the pack when it comes to what I want to grab for that type of run. This shoe could do marathon distance. If you want something just soft and comfortable for a marathon, absolutely this would be a perfect choice for that. The durability of the foam has been great so far over the course of 50 miles. It doesn't feel any different than when I first took it out of the box. Turning the shoe over this way, the rubber is pretty grippy. I haven't had many problems with it and I'm impressed. Considering it's not a ton of rubber for Asics. Usually Asics really does the most with their rubber. Here, we just got some in the forefoot and 2 pads of it in the heel, and I haven't had any problems with it. A-Hard Plus is always a great rubber. It looks like it's holding up pretty well too. It's kind of hard to tell because the outsole is the same color as the midsole foam, but even the exposed foam here on the bottom is not fraying too much. So I just think Asics knows how to make a really durable shoe. The Asics Gel Nimbus 25 is $159.95 on runningwarehouse.com. Yes, a little bit pricey, but this is a very plush shoe that I think you're going to get hundreds and hundreds of miles out of, so I do think it might be worth the price tag. If you are interested in picking up your own pair, you can do so at the link in the description of this video. Just keep in mind that is an affiliate link with Running Warehouse. However, it doesn't mean much for you. It just helps out my channel so I can keep making these videos. Which leads us to, what should I rate this shoe out of 5 stars? I think for what this shoe is, for what they intend it to be, it gets the job done with flying colors. And for that reason, I'm gonna rate this shoe 4.5 out of 5 stars. There are a few max cushion shoes that I have tried recently that feel as nice as the Nimbus 25. The only negative for me personally is that it can sometimes feel like a little bit cumbersome and just big overall. I mean, it's a max cushion shoe. It's not supposed to feel like a racing flat. I am 100% gonna keep running in this. I love it for easy days. I love it for long days. And I just enjoy that step in feel that you get from this shoe that carries over into your run. It's just, chef's kiss. Have you tried the Nimbus 25? Do you like it? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments down below. I love hearing what you guys have to say. Nice job, Gel Nimbus 25. High five. Well, everyone, that concludes my full review of the Asics Gel Nimbus 25. If you enjoyed this video, please like it down below and subscribe. And when you're done with all that, hit the notifications bell so you can find out every time I upload a new video. I want to take a bite right out of that. I have another video for you next week, but in the meantime, get out there, get on the grind, and don't forget to run like Heller. See you next time. How's it going? Taking a nap? Oh, that's nice. Say hi to all your friends. Why are you being weird? Say hi to all your friends.